CenturyLink Field in Seattle. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New Orleans Saints and the Seattle Seahawks. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Back, green 80, block 11! All day, dog. Check. Hey, Rocket. Hot, hot. Quick dance. Go. Slam.
The former Purdue Boilermaker, Raheem Mostert. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3.
Red!
51 to Mike. Here we go.
Hey, wahoo!
Mike 51. Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go.
Working out of the gun, Rivers. Caught here by Conley. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down.
Check 52. Watch the safety creep.
Here's a guy coming off a strong rookie season, Gus Edwards. He's at the 40, 20, 10. Touchdown, New Orleans. Gus Edwards, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Now Matt Bryant on for the point after. And it's good as the Saints have a 7-0 lead.
Bryant set to kick off.
And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And there is a flag as he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. But who's this going to be against? So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
So the face mask gets him a free 15 to start the drive. They run. It's Mark Ingram. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone. Tight dog, tight dog.
On second down now, it's Ingram. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field. Murray going to try to throw on 3rd down. And he'll find Everett there, complete. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Murray sets to throw on 4th. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Eric Reed. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. Well, CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
2nd and 12 at the 43-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Off the play fake here, Rivers. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive? They've certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're one to the good. Go ahead and try and press your advantage.
Undercrush, undercrush, undercrush.
On 3rd down, Rivers. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. That'll go as a 39-yard punt, give him 9 on the return, and it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Rashawn Gary just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
Well, a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. But now it's 3rd down. They've had touchdowns on both of their drives thus far, but now they face a 3rd and long. Murray with a 3rd and long. Aguilar has it. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 23 yards on the play.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Now this throw caught left side and able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Watch 54. I'm here all day. I'm here all day.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Come on.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. And that's complete to Cooks. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
On 2nd down, Ingram. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And he gets it down to the 32. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a 1st down.
So chalk that down as an 8-play drive, capture the field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Rivers incomplete on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. To throw again. Rivers under a heavy rush. rush, and down he goes. Big Shaq Lawson gets the sack there.
Wait, 89.
3rd and long for Rivers. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And he's got some space here. And now off to the races, down the right side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? That had to be. Come on, say it for me. Say it for me. Who picked up that pass?
The free safety.
Oh, you got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands. And, of course, how about the fluid moves afterwards to take it all the way to the house?
Sounds like you're watching your old game film up here in your head.
Yeah, that's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.
Tucker with the extra point, and the lead is now 10-7.
The score, Seahawks 10, Saints 7.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
Wide, get wide. 6 guys. Hey, I'm going to go load it. Load it. 951. Hey, let's get in them holes. Swift. Orange 5-4. Check 37.
Now Mostert. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Right there.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Room. Hey, echo. 51. Here we go, G.
From the shotgun, it's Rivers. Looking for Perriman, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown.
Well, partner, I do know this. If you're a defensive back, you have more chances to make a team now than ever because people are using 5 defensive backs, 6 defensive back packages. Not exclusively, but way more than before. That was a nickel package there, and what a pickoff.
Why is that? Why are they using that more?
Because more people are throwing the ball on earlier downs than ever before. This has become a passing league, and because of that, more defensive backs on the field on most plays.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Fielded about a yard deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They trail by 10, 17-7 as they come up on a 1st and 10.
Check 50, check 50. Load it, load it. Hey, check 24. Watch the
They'll start out here with a jet sweep. Rashad Perriman off to the races. Touchdown, New Orleans. Cmperry717's, 76 yards. As they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Bryant now to tack on the extra point. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game.
Makes the score Seahawks 17, Saints 14.
And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. The Seahawks on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. They fake the handoff, now Murray. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. It's a gain of 26 as they pick up the first down in the process.
26 yards.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back.
Here we go. Henry, 25 the mic. All day, baby. All day, all day. Yo, watch the slant. Watch the slant. Motion, motion. Hustle. Hey, 25.
Now on 2nd and 13. Murray. He gets it to Cooks. The 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Brandon Cooks scoring a touchdown against his former mates. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. That pass also evens the ledger for the rookie quarterback. Had the interception earlier, and now he gets the touchdown throw.
The ideal touchdown-interception ratio is what, 3-to-1 for the best quarterbacks? But he's a rookie. Just getting back to even is a big deal. Increases the confidence his teammates have in him as he tries to become their leader.
Tucker now to add the point after. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
First and 10.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in, because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Check 99.
Here's Rivers. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Fans do love the long ball, don't they? And he already found his guy once. Tried to give him another chance there, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Couldn't connect, but as you alluded to, he does have that touchdown from earlier, trying to keep him in the rhythm. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. This is Mostert. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up the 4th down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. They're indeed going for it. It's Rivers. Looking for Perriman there. He's got him. And, this is going to depend on forward progress. But they're saying no, he didn't get there. So they take a big chance here in their own territory. And you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room? Because I think the team's going to look at him like, Coach, why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like the punter. I mean, what's going on here? You owe us some explanations.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10. Shotgun handoff to Brown here. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave him with a 3rd down and 6 to go.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6.
Here I come again. Here I come again. Here I come again.
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. And he's got his target. That's more. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. From the gun, Murray. And Trell, and he'll go down back at the 12. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game, as we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. This is fielded a couple yards deep. but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first.
Four down.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
They'll run on first down. Brown. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, we saw them there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike.
Let's go, D.
Throwing on second and 8. Murray. And he's got the hook up to Moore.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-armed guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Out left, he's got it to Everett. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. And they pick up 25 as they convert on third. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They're really locked in on offense.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
Second and 2 at the 14-yard line.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's second and 2.
Tighten up.
Play action. Now it's Murray. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast, and a big sack. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Seventh play of the drive, forthcoming on third and 8. Shotgun now from Murray. Completes it to Aguilar. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Nelson Aguilar, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Tucker with the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Let's go.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
So first and 10 now from the 30.
Lucky.
Here's Mostert. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's second and 4.
He was brought down by
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
They go play action. Rivers. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
12. Mike, we do it. Hey, let's calm down. Hey, let's go. Calm the crowd. Watch the curl.
Now Rivers. Man open, it's Cup. He's got it. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That one goes for 24 yards. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10, right at the 40. Throwing, Rivers. He's got the hook up with Conley. Touchdown, New Orleans. Chris Conley, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Saints make some inroads here to that deficit.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
Right back to Brown. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
Hey, 25 to Mike. We go 25 to Mike. Hey, defense, let it go.
To throw on 3rd down. Murray. They'll find Everett there, complete. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the 1st down at the 29. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. Here's Dustin Colquitt now. Back now in Seattle, Washington. As it looks like we are just about set and ready to begin with the 4th. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. That's taken inside his own 40. And just a 30-yard punt that time. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
On play action, Rivers. He's going to look deep for Perriman. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Let's go, defense. Defense. All right, here we go. Shift. Watch the shift.
Murray again, 2nd and 10. And that's complete to Cooks. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Yeah, baby. Yeah.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
The second down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3.
I got it. Orbit. Mike's 54. Mike's 54. Hey, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Murray going to try to throw on 3rd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeForest Buckner with a sack, the former number 7 overall pick.
We're going to keep getting sacks.
Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. Here's Dustin Colquitt now, standing just about on his own goal line. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. West wiggles free. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Saints will have a short field in front of them. They take over here, 1st and 10.
Done. 190. Load it. Load it. Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight right. Tight right. 4 down.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Throwing on 2nd and long. Rivers. He's got this one complete to Perriman. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation. The Saints on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Rivers now from the 50. Going up top for Cup. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch. Yeah,
especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And this defense will take over right at midfield. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. Play fake. Murray. Caught here by Griffin. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. The end result, 21 yards.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Ingram again. And give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Seahawks on 3rd down, 5 out of 9 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. They fake the handoff, now Murray. And that will be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still 8 up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. Good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
0. Load it. Load it. Ain't no such thing as a load.
On 2nd down, Rivers again. That's caught out left by Perriman. It'll be a Saints first down on a gain of 16 yards. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
On 1st and 10, Rivers. Caught here by Conley. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. To throw, Rivers. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down. Rivers incomplete on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10.
Let's go, D. Let's go. Hey, let's get there.
Throwing again. Rivers. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Malik Jackson, the 6'5" D tackle with a sack.
3rd and long.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. From the gun, Rivers. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning.
Ingram churning. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. Not the trend he wanted to start the season with a fumble lost in both weeks 1 and 2. Now, it's not a disaster, but certainly not what he was looking for.
Got to get that fixed because otherwise he shows up on every scouting report. I remember sitting in defensive rooms and hearing the scouting report from my coaches, and if someone had a particular problem carrying the ball and holding on to it, that was noted. Hey, make sure you get a little extra attention to him. Get after the football. He's dropped it the last couple of games.
They'll run with Ingram here to begin the drive. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And just like that, it's 3rd down.
Set, hut. 15 on it. 15 on it. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Throwing is Murray on third down. Going up top. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Kendall Fuller there on the coverage.
Here's Dustin Colquitt now as he's on to punt for Seattle. And he uncorks a beauty. Best of the day. Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit triple zeros. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And he's going to go down as time has now run out on this game. So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just looking in the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it, and they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for the Seahawks, it's back-to-back victories now after the Week 1 defeat as they move to 2-1. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Arizona Cardinals. Meanwhile, for the Saints, they'll fall to 1-2, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.